Yo, what up? This is Dahiem, owner of Unknown Massacre, owner of Dahiem Studios. I'm a graphic designer, I'm an artist, I'm the jack of all trades in Connecticut, man. If you need anything, work, clothing, tap in with me and my boy Ryan.
Tell me about your earliest moments as a creative. Like, what started your story?
Man, before we had uniforms in Bloomfield, we was able to wear whatever I want. So me and my mom would go to Joann's and get like the little 3D paint. We'd be painting on jeans just so I could stand out from the rest. And that just opened the doors for multiple things in life for me.
What do you think sets you apart, like, from the average artist?
I would keep it civilized and modest, but I don't know, everything I do is unique to me. And even when it comes to the graphics I make, the graphics and clothing I make, they tell stories behind it. I'm not just printing anything on a t-shirt, printing anything on some pants. Like, all my pieces tell stories, including the art. Right here it's a painting, but on the painting it's a bunch of trash acquired onto it. And the moral of it is kind of like cleaning up the earth from bad energy. It's more of like a deed I did to the earth, just collect things, see what goes on, what people buy, random shit. Like, there's Viagra on here, there's a spliff, there's a credit card, there's gum, salami cookie wrappers. Just a collective piece of just random shit, I guess. Yeah, so the title of it is This Shit Is Trash. My boy told me to call it that because there's nothing but trash on there. It's a lot of shit on there.
Yeah.
Keys in my first car.
And it's crazy how something that's literally garbage is telling a story. Like,
one man's trash is another man's treasure.
For real. Speaking on that, like you said, you are jack of all trades, like, make clothes, you're an artist, painter, like, an artist in general. So throughout, like, the convo, I'm gonna talk about different parts. So, like, to start off, we'll talk about your art. What was the most personal piece you've ever created?
I'll go show you. I'll actually go show you. I'm sorry. This is one of my favorite pieces. All right, let me sit down and talk. Painting wise, it's not one of my favorite pieces, but aspect wise, the meaning behind it, because everything I do has a meaning behind it, that's one of my favorite pieces because that incorporates basically a father and a son. I lost my father, so it's kind of hard to deal with certain things in life, but you see it? It's pretty self-explanatory. So it has nothing to do with boxing, even though I train, but this is more so a father training his son to prepare for life, all aspects of life. That's why he got boxing gloves on. He's training him for life itself. He's training him what to do, the do's and nots. Don't touch the fire because it's gonna burn your hand. Like, all aspects of life. And one day I was painting this and my mom walked in like, is this supposed to be you and your dad? I'm like, nah. And I sat and I looked at it like, yeah. After all this time, he was training me, preparing me for the war of life. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, and then you got the eyes right here. That's the people in the background to not get you distracted. You got to focus on the main goal. That's why his eyes is so focused straight towards you. Yeah. Got the Gatorade towel, keep it OG. My dad loved Adidas sweat, so it's cool to tell stories through art and stuff.
Yeah, bro. Just speaking on that piece, I could tell you, like, put a lot of your emotions into your art. So how do you balance creating for yourself versus, like, creating for other people when you do, like, commissions and stuff?
I don't create for other people. I create for myself. If they give me a title or if they give me like an overall view of something they want, I'll try to put myself in their shoes as best as possible. Before I put anything out in this world, whether it's clothes, I make sure I like it before I tend to the audience, if that makes sense. Yeah. Back to me telling stories, like, a lot of pieces I make, it always correlates to my childhood and it correlates to life right now. Like, yeah. The cowboy shirts, if you want to bring that up, those are a memorial piece for me because as a kid I grew up watching cowboys with my grandma in the living room, and one day I was designing on my laptop. It's like, fuck it. Put up button-up shirts, start doing a graphic, and bring up a whole like Red Dead Redemption Midwest theme with a little slogan on the back. But a lot of people would be like, this is a nice button-up, Red Dead Redemption. But nah, the correlation to that was like me sitting 8 years old watching cowboys with my grandma. I would tell my stories, but I would make it relatable for other people to wear.
What do you want your art to do for others, like, when they see it?
So I want people to look at my art and not think what the fuck is going on in his head. I want you to look at my art and come up with your own scenario and your own story based off how you feel at the moment or at the time. So I could draw a line, a pointless line, and it could just be a pointless line. But you could look at it and think of like, it's a road to keep going in life. It's a never-ending line to never hit the brick wall and keep pushing yourself for the greatness. So put yourself in my shoes now and see how I'm thinking instead of me telling you what my art is about. It's pretty self-explanatory.
Changing gears, you're talking more about your brand. So what do you think sets your brand apart?
What sets my brand apart from the average brand is the cool, impeccable designs. I don't pay nobody. All designs are made by moi. But more or less, like I said before, I tell stories through my pieces. So every piece you caught from me, there's a story behind it, whether it's a meaningful story, a story that has to do with me, or a story that has to do with the general public. All my pieces tell stories. That's the art behind me making clothes. I get to visualize what goes on my head and throw it on the tee and tell a full spectrum story. Whether it has to do with the government, whether it has to do with feelings, anything. All my pieces tell stories. Music we listen to, like the last drop of Erykah Badu, I was sitting here blasting Erykah Badu and Rick James and made a whole collection off of it and dropped it for Black History Month.
So what would you say your brand means to you?
So to me, it's my blood that's pumping in my body. It keeps me going. This is what gives me the drive. This is what gives me hope in life because this is all I do. But what my brand literally means is nothing too crazy. It's not about killing others. It's about what's in our faces that are hidden. So like, for example, my Free Palestine drop, we all know how hectic that got. That shit was chaos and that shit was so fucked up. Innocent kids losing their lives, innocent mothers losing their kids, people just dying for no reason. So each one of those pieces tell a story of how corrupted the world is and what those kids go through. And if you look at all the designs, there's hidden messages all throughout it that explains the corruption of America and the corruption of the world, and just to give you a whole different perspective on life. So it's not just a graphic that look chaotic, it's telling you stories if you pay attention. Alright. Motherfucker don't want to be held captive.
As we all know, creating a clothing brand is starting to be like more of a trend nowadays.
Oh yeah, tell me
Everybody
about
got a brand. So do you think it's harder to start a brand or to stay consistent with a brand?
Anybody can start a brand. That's why brands don't last long. I'm in it for the longevity, so I'll say the consistency is the most important because that has to do with betting in yourself and believing in yourself, not doing what other people doing. A lot of people do what other people doing. If they say something working for somebody else, they want to jump on the train, and then when it don't work right then and there, they give up. I ain't saying not try it, but I'm saying if it's not your lane, stay out of it, because you got to be consistent. You got to constantly keep dishing money into it. Like, I put more money than I make sometimes, but it's a reinvestment. I keep reinvesting and keep reinvesting. You get what I mean? So it's more so a consistency thing, and it's also you want to give people a reason to buy something off you, not just because you want money from them. You get what I mean? Yeah. Like, you really, I don't care about the money. Like, I'm gonna make money regardless. I'm a hustler. Not saying it. I'm saying it like I'm gonna figure out a way to get money, whether it's working, whether it's slinging watermelon juice. One way or another, I'm gonna make money. So that's inevitable. But I do it more so like seeing people wear my clothes genuinely put a smile to my face. Like to tell when my mom tell me she sees somebody with a hoodie, sometimes I want to cry. Like damn, because I never seen I was gonna come this far with it. Even though I'm not that far, but I'm gonna be far. But it's just like a eye opener sometimes that people really want to spend their hard-earned money on the shit that comes from my ideas. Yeah. Shout out to the supporters, man. I wouldn't be here without y'all. Every single one, whether you buy something, whether you don't, just make sure you sharing. I see it. I see you ain't watching. I see you showing love, man. I appreciate that.
Which do you think you enjoy more, your brand or being an artist in general, or does it go hand in hand?
That's a non-answered question, because before the clothes, it was the art. It's just I had an opportunity in high school to make my first t-shirt, and I always loved clothes. It was like, damn, this is what it feels like to make clothes, so I kind of pursued that more. But I had to be in a house for a long time, like 2 years ago, and I'm not the type of person that could just be lazy, lay in bed, smoke all day, and watch TV. I have to do something. So I picked up a pen and I started drawing again. Now, the crazy thing is, I surpassed my old drawing techniques and became like the GOAT. I can't tell you how, but I said, fuck the criticism that I used to criticize myself about, like, this shit looks ass, and I just kept going. I got better and better, so practice do make perfect. That ain't a lie. But to answer your question, it's a correlation of both. When I'm not working on my graphics, I'm working on art. Sometimes I spend more time on art than I do on designing clothes, but I got clothes backed up because I'm always designing, so it's like it weighs out both. You get what I mean? Yeah. However I'm feeling today is whether I want to pick up a laptop or a paintbrush, honestly. So
moving gears again, we're gonna talk a little bit about your gym life.
Yeah, let's get it, man. So, I know MASSACRE training camp, man. Get with me.
What's one thing that training taught you that applied to life outside of the gym?
Discipline. You have to want something for yourself out of life. You have to. Because if you don't, you're going to be fucked. That's why people are fucked. Discipline will bring you a long way. And I'm not saying, like, screaming at yourself. I'm talking about, like, the simplest things is every morning you wake up, you brush your teeth, do your facial mask or whatever you do, and make your bed. That's a simple routine that will bring you a long way in life. Try that, implementing that. That's the start of something.
So what do you do on the days that you don't feel motivated?
Get up and go. Because I don't want to be old and fucked up. So I get up and go right now. That's the best answer I give you. Sorry for my language, but in the black community, it's a lot of unhealthy people. We all have it in our family. Because it's more so things that they don't know better. So you got to teach yourself to teach them.
So for anyone that's, you know, there's always people that's like, oh, I want to go to the gym, I'm trying to stay consistent.
Yeah, I hear that all the time.
For anyone that's trying to stay consistent, what would you say to them?
I would say start off slow. So even if it's just going to the gym, just walking on the stairs, but don't half-ass it. Actually try. So an hour a day. I go to the gym for 3 hours a day, but an hour a day, 30 minutes a day, but you really trying and just slowly progressing, not staying at a consistent rate. Every day you're trying to do, if you do a half an hour today, you do 45 tomorrow. Next day you're doing an hour 30, you just keep going until that feels like the gym is embedded in you. And if you can't make it to the gym, you got a crib, you got 2 arms, you got 2 legs, you got a stomach. You do hands, you do push-ups, squats, sit-ups. You'll be good, trust me.
When it's all said and done and you reach whatever goals you set for yourself, what do you want, like, your ultimate legacy to be?
I don't want to, this is another thing why I do it. I don't want to die and my name is nothing. Because that defeats the purpose of my life journey. That defeats the purpose of a lot of people's life journey. Art, clothes is a way like I said before in the last interview, this is the way I live forever. What is the word? Immortal. Yeah. This is how I live immortal. These pieces I make, clothing I make, that's why I try to use the best quality so they could last years and years and get past generations and generations down, because I'm going to leave my legacy by leaving my work behind. One day these are going to be in big museums. People are visiting my work, whether it's clothes, whether it's art. And that name is going to be here forever. My real name. You'll find out when it gets up, but you're just going to know me for Dahiem and Nuke for right now.
What is success to you? Like, how would you define that?
My success and the average person's success is totally different. I might not have it all right now, but my success is be able to wake up and go to the gym, wake up and better myself every day, wake up motivated, wake up to take care of my family. That's my success. To be able to breathe, eat. I got a roof over my head. Shit, I got a bed right there. I'm able to pay bills. I'm able to take care of my mom, sister, get whatever she want. That's success to me. I could travel. Like, I done did shit in my life I never thought I would do. Like, I'm good. There's always room for more, man. Don't think I'm stagnant, but success is the littlest things in life for me that people take for granted, honestly. Taking a walk in the park, that's success to me. I'm breathing. I'm feeling alive. People sad as shit at home for no reason. I'm feeling alive, so that's success for me. I don't share this book with anybody. I'll share it with you. But I write that down every day. It switches sometimes, but that's my book of affirmations. Every day I tell myself I'm so grateful and thankful.
You say this out loud or you just read it?
I say it out loud. I say it throughout the day. I say it. Before you came, I done said it. Like, I'm thankful. Like, straight up, bro.
It's hard, bro. This one day, like, you won't be able to do all the shit that's real simple for you. Like, just getting out of bed, being able to walk to your fridge and get something to eat if you want to.
The more you go to the gym right now,
yeah,
I'm telling you, bro, like, I drink beet juices. I drink beet juice, watermelon juice, bro. This is kind of so off topic, but the last couple of days I've been pissing straight pink urine, so I was kind of scared because I'm like, yo, what is going on with my body? So I called my doctor, but like the pigments in the beet is clearing my system out, like taking all the toxins out. Yeah. So that's that. The more you stay healthy now, more water you drink, more fruit you eat. I ain't say you gotta be super, throw a burger in there here and there, but the more you stay consistent with the healthy lifestyle and eat the food God left here for us, or the higher power left here for us, you'll be good.
So what's one of your proudest moments as an artist?
When my mom tell me she's proud of me. When my grandma tell me she's proud of me. And when my sister tell me she's proud of me. That's the proudest moments I have. It ain't about selling shit out. It's about me making them happy. Yeah. Even though it's about me, because it's my world, but making my queens happy based off the shit I could do and the reactions they get when people come here and buy hoodies. It's like, this young nigga really hustling. I'm proud of him because I used to be bad as shit. This saved me. Yeah. So now I know my mom, it takes a less worry off my mom and she know I'm doing good. I'm happy.
What's your main inspiration? Well, you kind of answered it with that last question. So
that is my main inspiration.
Yeah.
I used to look up to certain certain people in the industry and stuff. Then I had to come to the conclusion them niggas ain't me, man. I'm me. Can't look up to no nigga that ain't me.
What's next for you artistically with your brand? Like what you got coming up?
Keep elevating, man. We elevating every day. That's what's next. I'm really trying to have an art show soon, but that's to be continued because I want to do that right. But more clothes on the way per usual. Art, tap in, DahiemStudios.com. I know MASSACRE.com for the merch is always available. We got it. This is a storefront. Always got something on here for somebody. More healthy shit. I'm trying to get into juicing. Trying to do it all, man. Anything I can help somebody or motivate somebody to do something too.